So welcome back, and we will introduce the second track of the 50 Founders Battle, FinTechs. So, and starting out with introducing the jury of the FinTech track. Guns Onur, venture partner at Startup Wise Guys. Vadim Kazinets, investment manager at IIDF. Peter Nazrai, associate at Portfolio Lion Capital Partners. Konstantin Gnip, senior associate at Runa Capital. And Armand Broks, founder and chairman of the council at Twino. Lovely to have you here. Could I invite you, each of you, to share a bit about yourselves to the audience and to the startups, starting with Guns.
Hello, everyone. This is Günce from Startup Wise Guys. We are an early stage accelerator and investment fund. Since 2012, we have invested in more than 230 companies. Our ticket size is up to 250k euros, and we are looking for startups that are working on B2B SaaS, financial technology, cybersecurity, sustainability areas. Thanks for having me today. TechChill is one of the signature events of Baltic region, and as Wise Guys, we are always happy to be part of it. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Vadim, could you share a bit about yourself? Can you unmute yourself? We can't hear you, Vadim.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
That's okay.
I'll say about the IDF, about our fund. IDF is a Russian venture capital fund. We invest between 100,000 and 3 million in tech companies at early stages, from pre-seed, seed, and Series A. And we invested in more than 400 companies over the past 7 years. And we also run our acceleration program with more than 800 startups as alumni. And I'm a happy member of IDF team. We will have a very wide area of investment, so we'll be happy to hear some new ideas in FinTech. Thank you.
Thank you. Peter, can you share a bit about yourself too?
Yeah, sure. Hello, I'm Peter. Glad to be here. I am with Portfolio Lion Capital Partners, a Hungary-based VC and P fund manager managing just over 400 million euros. And we are part of OTP Bank, so FinTech is super relevant for us. We are looking for investment in CE, Baltics, and Southeast Europe, covering early, later stage VCs and PE and private equity products with over 4 active funds. And our ticket starts from 500,000 and can go up until 20-30 million at later stages. Thank you.
Thank you. And Konstantin, could you share a bit about yourself?
Of course. Hi, everyone. Super excited to be here today. So we are at Runa Capital. We are early stage international fund. We invest in across Europe and North America and write checks between $1 and $10 million. Yeah, so we do have offices in Palo Alto, in Berlin, in Germany, in London, and in Moscow. And we do also have around 70 companies in our portfolio spread 50-50 across Europe and North America. As for their investment verticals, we do invest in deep tech, so open source infrastructure, machine learning, artificial intelligence, then B2B SaaS, a pretty common one, and then regulated industries like FinTech, EduTech, and digital health. Once again, super excited to be here.
Thank you for being here too. Okay, and the last but not the least, Armand.
Hey, hey everyone. So I'm already in entrepreneurship more than 20 years, last 15 years in FinTech. I'm a founder of company Twino, one of the biggest P2P platforms. And currently we're working on a new investment tool, probably the best in Europe. So mainly in FinTech.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I hope you know the rules, but just in case, I'm going to remind you that we will hear each of the startup pitches, after which we will invite the startup member in order to answer the questions. You will have 2 minutes. You, the jury, will have 2 minutes to ask questions. If you want to ask a question, please raise a hand so that we can give you a chance to speak. We know who's in turn. So, inviting the first startup's pitch, KYB Platform.
Hi, my name is Julia, and this is KYB Platform from Estonia. Why is it that in 2021 verifying a person's identity takes only about 60 seconds, but verifying a company can take several months? Let me tell you. Because to verify a company, you need to have people that will collect and analyze the data. You need access to many restricted databases, and the whole process involves a lot of useless communication and waiting. On top of that, you are forced to charge your customer thousands of euros to verify them. And this is exactly why fintechs started approaching us to help them verify their business customers faster, more cost efficiently, and let their team members finally concentrate on their main job and not verification. KYB Platform is a tool for businesses that want to verify business customers, partners, investors in a matter of seconds. How it works is you just type in the company name that you need to check, and in a few moments you have a full report. And instead of you scrolling through the pages and pages of data, analyzing it, our AI solution will provide you with recommendations on whether the company is risky and what decision you should make. With KYB Platform, you will verify a company in under 30 seconds. Competition. There are some great automated tools out there, not gonna lie, but why would you buy 5 different solutions and combine them instead of getting just one KYB platform that has all the necessary features you need in one place? Also, with KYB Platform, you don't need to go through the painfully slow and expensive process of integration, but just buy the subscription and start using our dashboard immediately. Together with monthly subscriptions, we also offer pay-as-you-go options, and we charge extra for any sort of integration, customization, white labeling. There are thousands of payment platforms, digital banks, crypto businesses, even law offices, all obligated by law to check their business customers, and they're still looking for a solution, opting for the manual approach. We can automate at least 10% of them by 2025. We currently have a working prototype that we're already showing and pre-selling to the customers in the Baltics. We had to pause providing the product manually because there were just too many requests, and we're launching the actual software with the first 50 early adopters in June of this year. The team consists of me and my co-founder Anton, covering business and tech. We're pretty known in the digital verification space here in Estonia and have built some successful startups and future unicorns. We're partially outsourcing and also hiring. So join us if you have the same goal and vision, which is to make business verification accessible and easy to any business, no matter the size. Thank you.
Thank you. And inviting to the stage Julia Rondt to answer the questions. Jury? Hello.
Hello.
Jury, this is the time to ask any questions you might have.
Sure, then I start. So in terms of traction, where are you and how do you plan to scale?
Yes, of course. So Traction, we are, as I mentioned, launching in June with the first early adopters, and around 50 are waiting to be onboarded from June. And in terms of scaling, currently these early adopters are from the Baltics, but AML, anti-money laundering, is a hot topic in Europe in general. So we're already getting requests from UK, Germany, Spain, etc. And this is where we're going to go next. We want to expand to Europe and then start looking to next markets. In terms of the product, currently it is a dashboard, but we're scaling it by building a API integration. So if your volumes will grow, then the product can grow with you and you can automate these processes.
Thank you. Konstantin.
Yes, Julia, thanks a lot for the presentation. 2 quick questions. First, who are these first customers? Like which segments? Second one, what is your go-to-market strategy? So like, how are you going to approach new customers? Is it like, I don't know, online sales, marketing? Can you tell a little bit more about that, please?
Yes, so we decided instead of going to the classical financial institutions, dinosaurs, we wanted to approach the fintechs, the payment platforms, digital banks, the crypto businesses as well. Some investment firms as well would like to start using us to check their co-investors and startups. These are just the businesses that were in this gray area of anti-money laundering for the longest time, but now they are obligated, so they are more willing due to them being open to technological advancements. So this is firstly. We're also targeting, not actively, but the non-obligated sectors. We're getting requests for manufacturing, logistics, e-commerce, just everybody that wants to know who they're dealing with. And to go to market, the strategy is currently the Baltic states, but expanding to Europe through our existing customers, actually, who have offices abroad, and also through partnerships, actually. We do have some partners in identity verification sector, etc., and they are guiding their customers to us for business verification.
Thank you. Thank you, Julia. We are out of time. And moving on to the next pitch, Typbot.
Hey all TechChillers, my name is Richard and I represent Typbot, a conversational marketing automation platform for financial companies. Each year, marketing costs are growing and customer acquisition is getting more challenging. So we built Typbot to drive low-cost sales through conversational marketing. Basically, Typbot is a software-as-a-service platform to build highly performing conversational customer onboarding flows and create automated marketing campaigns on various channels. Our main revenue stream is generated from a monthly platform usage fees and cross-sale activities. Within 5 years, the global chatbot market will reach $102 billion, and our obtainable market value will be more than $500 million. And currently, most of the platforms are offering general solutions or focusing on customer support. But Typbot offers built-in marketing automation tools and allows replication of financial service website or mobile app application process, including user data verification, KYC, and alternative data sets. So far, our platform has been helping 14 fintech companies in 13 countries like Vietnam, Philippines, Mexico, Romania, and more. And in the first year, we served 400,000 users of financial companies, and this year we are planning to reach 1 million users. The traction of Typbot has been a success story. From MVP to a deal with the client to launch in 5 markets took us just a month. And last year we finished with €44,000 annual revenue. And within 2 years, expected to hit €3 million annual revenue goal. And to achieve it, we are looking for $500,000 investment, and the funds will be used to expand our team and boost our sales. Our team members have more than 10 years experience in digital marketing, promoting financial companies worldwide. And we are here to change how financial companies do digital marketing. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, and inviting to the stage Richard Sakovic from Typbot to answer the questions. Okay, jury, you have 2 minutes.
May I?
Yeah. Guns?
Okay, thank you for the presentation. Could you please elaborate on your competitive advantages?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have been focusing on replicating the onboarding process of financial companies, as I said, including user data verification, also getting out alternative data sets and sending directly to lending companies to assess the clients and score them more efficiently. And of course, also to most of our clients, we improved their marketing costs by up to 10 times.
Okay, thank you. And what was the current traction?
Yeah, so current traction, you mean this year?
Yes, I mean, you can say MRR or ARR, whatever you...
Yeah, so at the moment, our average MRR is around like 4K.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Any other questions from the jury?
Yes, I do one. Richard, thanks a lot for the presentation. Quick question on the unit economics side, since you already have some customers. So you mentioned that you have 4K MRR. From how many customers this MRR is coming from? What is your average ACV? And if you have calculated already customer acquisition cost, would be nice if you can share this as well. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it is from 14 customers at the moment. So acquisition costs is around like, I would say up to like 300, something like that. Yeah, and lifetime value haven't calculated yet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Richard. That is all the time that we have. And moving on to the third pitch, first international play money exchange.
The year thereof is 2040. Once upon a time in 2021, markets weren't free, gamers were not able to trade their items, and studios suffered from dubious grey markets and enormous fees. But there was a holy exchange called FitMe that was ready to change the world, and took on the privilege to tell their story at a wonderful, elaborate, forward-looking conference called TechChill. My ladies, dear lords, despite some game economies being larger than the GDP of entire countries, for some crazy reason, nobody had built an exchange to open up access to the in-game item marketplace. It truly was a world of inconvenience for the 3 billion gamers out there. But like knights in shiny virtual armor, Boris and Stefan launched FitMe in 2021, and the history of the many parallel worlds of gaming changed for the better, forever. Sit back, relax, have a cup of tea. These are the FitMe Chronicles.
Hi, I'm Boris. I'm a gamer by heart since the 1980s. I wasn't just a large trader in virtual worlds like World of Warcraft, but when I was a younger man, together with my business partner Stefan here, we used to be professional exchange traders. We spotted the opportunity to solve a lot of problems for gamers. There simply wasn't any exchange designed for the needs of trading intangible in-game items. So we just built it.
We are talking about things like special weapons, skins or upgrades that might have taken a player a lot of time and skill to acquire. Or things like digital artwork or NFTs that are currently sold for millions on a daily basis.
Sure, there used to be shops and auction markets like eBay, but they were not built for trading in-game items, and there was nothing to enable gamers to trade directly between games or game worlds by different publishers in a transparent environment. And there was a counterparty risk. So much fraud, so much scam.
We made it possible for gamers to make a living from their passion. Just like Airbnb enabled people to monetize their home.
FitMe is making money ever since as a transaction enabler, just like PayPal or eBay used to. We take a small commission for every buy or sell order executed.
It all got going at TechChill 2021. Every one of our investors wishes they could go back in time and take a bigger stake.
Okay, thank you. That was definitely a bit different pitch. So inviting to the stage Boris Aboda.
Hi, it's me, Stefan.
Hello, okay. So, jury, you have 2 minutes to ask the questions.
Probably I will start here. Thanks a lot for the presentation. It was very, very interesting. One question on the landscape in general. As I understand, the space of trading the items like computer items is pretty crowded. There are many shops, many items trading platforms, and you're building a new solution, but still I believe it's it's going to be a little kind of challenging to enter the market. So could you a little bit describe your go-to-market strategy? How are you planning to compete with the platforms that already exist, etc.?
Right, yeah. I mean, we are building an exchange, so we are not competing with all the shops out there. So the shops even can use our exchange in order for liquidity. So they can give liquidity or take liquidity. And you're right, there are many shops out there, but there's no exchange. There's one in the blockchain world, but we are really building a fully regulated exchange where also the studios get a legal framework and can trade through the exchange. Thank you.
I have a quick and basic question. What is the actual status of your product? Is it working right now?
It is working. We are testing it right now and taking it to the market in June, July.
Final question, anyone?
Do you have any test clients,
We do have, yes, and we're also speaking to publishers to onboard, but we don't need the publishers, so we have a guided process internally, so we are open to any kind of game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, inviting the next pitch, Survenus.
Hi, my name is Mauro and I am from Portugal. Living in a country of immigrants meant that since early age, infectious diseases were part of your life. Things like getting sick or seeing someone you care ill, or even planning a trip with little to no information were common. And unfortunately, not a lot has changed. In a world where epidemics are increasingly more common, knowledge and data are still centered around public health authorities and governments, leaving citizens and especially businesses completely in the dark and without any means to really understand what are the risks they are facing every day. The insurance industry is one of the most affected sectors. Last year, our early adopters registered losses of almost 200 billion euros due to COVID-19, the equivalent to 2 times the combined GDP of the 3 Baltic states. To solve this, Survenus created the first epidemic risk platform, monitoring the incidence of infectious diseases around the world and using that data to predict future epidemics up to 5 years and with an accuracy of 92%. Through our web platform and our API, you have access to early warnings on epidemics and granular health data, which will not only save lives, but also help you on a daily basis on your underwriting and investment activities, and will help you measure your aggregate exposure across your portfolios. The global market counts nowadays with 50,000 insurance companies, which value the market at roughly 3 billion euros. The European market alone is worth more than €500 million. And to leverage this huge opportunity, we charge organizations a monthly fee for the access to both the platform and the API. We are a team of entrepreneurs with successful companies in the past, and we developed Survenus in close relationship with the industry. But we don't want to stop here. We want to increase our impact in the fight against epidemics. If you share this vision and believe that your company may benefit from using Survenus, or simply if you want to participate on our next funding round, just send me a message. I will love to hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you. And inviting to the stage to answer the questions, Mauro Pex. Hello. Jury, you have 2 minutes to ask your questions.
So I have a question.
Please go.
Yeah, sure. So I have a question. So how exactly you can predict 5 years before that something will happen? So I don't get how it works. How could you predict that COVID will happen 5 years before COVID? Get it? The solution. Maybe you can elaborate on that.
So yes, the first step, which is the base of the platform, is collecting all data about the current situation all over the country in terms of infectious disease. We monitor more than 100 different diseases and the correlated indexes, socioeconomic indices, and also environmental factors all across the world. Then we use that data to power an AI engine that we developed so that we can then forecast it. And for instance, with COVID, which was a disease that was non-existent before, or we didn't know it would exist, you can actually correlate the effects of that disease with other diseases that you already know, given how the symptoms are basically reported by people that get ill. And we knew that COVID appeared, or we discovered it in January 2020, but it has been since shown that it was present in Europe for almost a year before that. So that's how you understand different diseases that you don't know already. For diseases that you know already, you can predict it by analyzing the current incidence and basically forecasting the incidence in the next few years.
Okay, we are out of time, unfortunately, but thank you, Mauro. Okay, so inviting the fifth startup and their pitch, Snapio.
Hi, my name is Yanis and I'm co-founder and CEO of Snapio. Let's start with a problem to give you some context. Every day we see many product advertisements and we have enormous interactions with products into the physical world. But there is no solution how to convert these interactions into sales. Until Snapio. With Snapio, merchants can turn any advertisement or product into a sales channel. Now you can buy anything just in 3 steps. First you scan Snapio code with your phone, then you check all information about the product, and if you decide to buy, you can submit an order with Snapio one-click checkout. Snapio uses QR codes that can be placed anywhere where it's possible. With this solution, merchants can make shoppable their product catalogs, outdoor advertisements, or even windows of their stores. But QR codes is just a beginning. We plan to implement product recognition from audio stream, video stream, and digital environments, like social media, digital advertisements, or blog posts. In industry, this shopping experience is known as a contextual shopping. In other words, people can buy anything, anytime, anywhere, when they decide. We launched Snapio on 5th January and got the first transaction on 27th. Since that, 154 orders were made. Our business model is commission-based, and we are taking 2.9% from each transaction that is made into the Snapio platform. Contextual shopping is a new concept, but some of the biggest e-commerce players already have some solutions to provide similar experience. But Snapio provides the 3 most essential parts for contextual shopping: product recognition, together with a checkout platform, and one-click checkout. Since Snapio is platform agnostic, almost every merchant worldwide can connect their existing online store with Snapio and provide a contextual shopping experience for their customers. We are a team of 2 co-founders. I know Roberts for more than 8 years. We have worked together on various e-commerce and fintech projects. In 2019, we left our full-time jobs and started to build the Snapio. In the next 6 months, we are looking to raise our first round, and we are going for a $1.5 million investment to build the marketing and sales teams to expand Snapio into Baltic and Nordic markets. And if you know any tier 1 merchant who could be interested in implementing Snapio, I would be delighted to connect with such a merchant. Thank you for your time. My name is Yanis, and this is Snapio. Thank you.
Thank you, and inviting to the stage Jānis Grīslis to answer the questions. Hello, Jānis.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
So, jury, 2 minutes for your questions.
Hi, I would start. How do you target the Nordic markets? What is your go-to-market plan?
At the moment, we are focusing on small and medium merchants who are selling products with recurring buying cycle, because Snapio is really valuable shopping tool for recurring shopping products. And this is the merchants what we are targeting at the moment.
Any other questions?
Yeah, Jan, can you talk a little bit more about the competition? It seems to me that there are a couple of solutions for sure already in the market. So yeah, can you take your differentiators?
There is solutions, and but we see the biggest value proposition from Snapio is this integrated solution where all the important parts are integrated into one shopping solution. And competing with other competitors, we see that Snapio provides this digital identity for shopping, which are unique between platforms, which means that customers can use one shopping tool for different platforms, which are great competition advance for competing with other competitors.
Quick question: how much time do you need to, onboard a customer?
Actually, onboard a customer is really easy. All our customers as merchants is already prepared for product descriptions and images, and it takes at least 20 minutes to upload the first product information and to start selling through Snapio.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jānis.
Thank you.
Moving on to the next pitch, Fintelligence.
Hi. My name is Līga Vinķele, and I am founder of company Fintelligence. I was working in a bank for more than 12 years, and every day I needed to balance between sales targets and potential risks. Onboarding a customer with a bad reputation and history can put your company at risk, and only one bad customer can spoil financial institutions' reputation, but reputation is the most fragile and most valuable asset of the company. Involvement in any scandal can leave a negative impact. Fintelligence uses artificial intelligence to accelerate and automate negative media news screening. A proper media check can detect potential risks and expose a person's or a company's involvement in any scandal. Automated solutions save time and money, and you don't need to read all the articles on Google, just read those who can impact customer risk level. We ensure automated monitoring functionality, and our solution is customizable. Fintelligence reputation tool is simple and easy to use. You need to insert only name, surname or company name, and our tool lists all negative articles about a customer that can be found on the internet. We are focusing more on local languages and Russian because we see that it is the weakest part of other solutions. We use a combination of artificial intelligence technologies to deliver more precise results. Fintelligence solution is also customizable. Our customers can add internal files where negative information needs to be searched. No more monthly or year fees, just paper screening. Our target customers are financial institutions who need to check customer reputation in Know Your Customer process, and companies who want to reduce potential risks. We are selling our tool in direct meetings and conferences. This year and next year we will focus more on Baltic states. We have a mix of competencies in our team. I have more than 12 years of experience in banking product development. Vita has experience in marketing and digital solution development. Alexei is artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies guru. He has more than 17 years experience in this field. But Dmitry is also data analysis guru. We have finalized our solution and just started external testing with potential customers. And if you know someone who could be interested in our product testing, please let us know. Thank you.
Thank you. And inviting to the stage Liga Vintel to answer the questions.
Hi.
Hello, Liga. Jury, you have 2 minutes for your questions.
Hello. What do you think? Who are your most relevant competitors, and how do you beat them?
Actually, we see that our competitors are based in United States and United Kingdom, and this is kind of a weakness they have, because they are more orientated on the English language, but we see that biggest problem actually is Russian and local languages, for example, in Latvian, Estonian, Lithuanian. And we see that we can solve it. Actually, this is the reason why financial institutions are not using these big solutions or using it in the part-time, because they see that Google select or lists better results. But we see that we can solve this problem.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, probably a quick one from my side. Liga, have you thought, to collaborate with KYC or KYB platforms? Like, do you see any, potential partnerships there?
Yes, actually we see, and there are many solutions that can be put together with our solution. And actually one of our customers potential could be also these white label banking solutions, where there are many companies, IT companies, that are putting together, like in the blocks, these solutions. So yes, we consider, and actually we have also started to develop API solution for this kind of customers.
Thank you, Liga. So moving on to the next pitch, Lainappi.
Hello, my name is Antti Moilanen and I am one of the 3 founders of Lainappi. Do you have items at home you only use a few times per year? For example, drills, skis, tents? Or have you recently needed some items you don't own, but didn't really want to buy it because of its expensive price or low frequency of use? Before founding Lainappi, we did a thesis about renting household items, and the survey's answers came along with our hypothesis of problems. We believe that items should be in use instead of collecting dust in corners or garages. This is why Lainappi was built, a free mobile app which is downloadable from the App Store and Google Play. It is a service which provides the possibility to rent items from others and to others. Lainappi was launched a month ago and it has already gathered over 250 users and 100 rental posts. Let's share what we already have and stop always buying new stuff. Here are a few major competitors in Finland, Sweden and Germany. Lainappi differs from its competitors by offering its service as only rent-focused and as a simple-to-use app which combines supply and demand. Out of every transaction inside the app, Lainappi takes a 15% service fee. Once we have onboarded our first 10,000 users, adding ads and subscription models are planned to be implemented as additional revenue streams. Since sharing economy is a growing trend and renting household items is yet an unfamiliar topic, the market potential is huge. On average, an adult has a short need for items 5 times per year. Finland's 3 million adults sums up to a total of 15 million needs a year. Lainappi is aiming to be the solution in 5% of these cases. Fulfilling 750k needs a year, adding our commission and average rental price, we're looking at over €1 million in Finland per year. Lainappi is looking for €150,000 investment for 15% ownership of the company. We are building Lainappi's brand, growing the number of users in Finland, hiring a new software developer, and expanding to European markets. Me, Kimi Siefen and Augusti Eskola are childhood friends that have been working with this project for over a year now. We share the same vision of Lainappi's future and want to make the sharing economy stronger together. Lainappi team is also privileged to having a successful entrepreneur as one of its advisors. Feel free to visit our website to learn more about Lainappi. Please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you.
Thank you. And inviting to the stage Antti Moilanen to answer the questions. Hello. Jury, you have 2 minutes for the questions.
Okay. Hello, and thanks for the presentation again. Could you please explain more, how are you gonna balance the supply and demand, and also do you have any other revenue channels?
Yes, so at the moment we are focusing more on supply and marketing so that we get more supply into the platform and then start focusing on demand. And also, what was the other part of the question? Could you repeat?
Do you have any other revenue channel?
Yes, so at this moment we have this transaction fee of 15%, but in the future we are willing to add ads and also primal accounts, like different types of account with a subscription model, kind of.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the jury?
Sorry, do you plan also to add, I don't know, for example, cars? I know it's a big business in the US.
Yes, there are a few services that are focusing only on cars. We are at this stage not focusing on cars, just household items you have at home. But I'm not, okay. Maybe in the future, why not?
Thank you, Antti. Moving on to the next pitch, Ava.
Hello, TechChill. My name is Andrew, and I'm here to present to you a company called AVA, where we can showcase the financial data of multiple entities on a single dashboard. I would also like to say that we are privileged that this is our second year at presenting to TechChill 50 founders. However, the deck that I'm about to go through with you today has had very minimal changes, which means as a startup we have found the right market. Now, many of you may be aware that 60% of businesses fail within their first 3 years. As an example, UK had 23,000 companies fail in 2019 alone. I know this because I have 12 years experience working in the corporate advisory space, working with small to medium businesses not fail because of financial reasons. The issue that we found when working within this industry is that we had no way of monitoring a multitude of our clients, both financial and non-financial KPIs at any given time. The companies that were trying to solve this solution in the market that we found were far too complex and took up way too much of our time. Not only this, but other companies that we spoke to within the marketplace who were looking for the same solution found the same issue, with BDO in the United Kingdom using 3 of these platforms but only about 20% of each. So we created our own. AVA is a platform where we can showcase the financial and non-financial KPIs of multiple entities on a single platform. Not only this, we can take the financial data of multiple accounting platforms and show them into a single report, and we are the only company in the world who can do this. Therefore, we have worked ourselves into 2 major markets, being the UK and Australia, and we have set ourselves up with 3 major strategic partners, and with a selection of clients, which has given us a monthly recurring revenue of €7,000 through a SaaS model. Now, this may be impressive to have done through COVID, but one of our strategic partners, BGL, we launched a major feature with them in July this year, which will see our recurring revenue jump to a $65,000 per month. Now, after 12 months of working with this feature and the 8,000 clients that BGL have, we expect a monthly recurring revenue of $250,000 at this time next year. The best thing about this, it is a done deal, signed, sealed, and soon to be delivered. Therefore, we are seeking to raise €400,000 and or strategic partners where we can roll out similar solutions within the markets that we're targeting. Now, we are still the same team of data-driven accountants, AI enthusiasts, and data scientists. And we've been working on this platform for over 24 months. The company's name is AVA. My name is Andrew, and we are supported by the likes of Startup Wise Guys, the New South Wales Government, and Stone and Chalk. Thank you.
Thank you. And inviting to the stage, Andrew Quinn. Jury, you have 2 minutes to ask the questions.
Andrew, I do have one question. How do you receive data from the companies, from the clients? Is it through APIs, or they just share the spreadsheets? Can you a little bit tell about this?
So that's a great question. The reason being is Australia is actually about 10 years in front of the rest of the world when it comes to cloud-based accounting. So we've built an API that talks with accounting packages, APIs, and we suck the data straight out of their APIs. Spreadsheets don't exist in Australia. They barely exist in the United Kingdom. They're the reason why they're the two markets that we're focusing on. It's all automated. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions left?
I would love to have another question.
Maybe then another one from me. Can you tell a little bit more about the competition that you see on the market that you're currently live, and what about the US and Europe in general?
So in the US, the problem that we find there is that's exactly the same problem that we find in Eastern Europe. There's so many accounting platforms. The banking system is a bit of a mess. We did look at it. The industry that we can focus on in the US is the franchise industry. But it's, again, Australia being the forefront when it comes to cloud-based accounting. We're really relying on that, I suppose, up-to-date data, which the rest of the world will catch up to eventually. In terms of our competitors, I mentioned in our deck that we are the only company that can combine multiple entities into a single dashboard or a single report, which means that we can talk about we're talking about the entire bank accounts, we're talking about entire accounts, we're talking about profits, losses, we're talking about revenues, and we can combine that. So if you own 5 restaurants, or if you own 5 Telias, or 5 whatever it might be, then we can combine all that data into one single spreadsheet, or one single report, I should say, to show what the total aspect of all those businesses are together. Nobody else can do that.
Okay, thank you. That is the time for the questions, and inviting the next pitch, WAVENURE.
Hi everyone, I'm Giulio Masucci, founder and CEO of WAVENURE. When we invest in financial markets, our aim is to gain, but statistics say that most of us don't make profit, and the majority of us get a loss. Unfortunately, this happens to professionals as well, so fund performances are on average well below benchmarks. In WAVENURE, we are a team of experienced professionals in financial markets, quant finance, and artificial intelligence, and we believe that expertly combining data and deep knowledge, science and technologies, smarter investment decisions are possible. So we created Braino, an AI investment coach, which opens a new generation of features and performances. Braino is intelligent and complete, personal and progressive, easy and relaxing, and it's able to achieve outstanding outperformances in every market scenarios. On average, over 8 times higher than the industry and well-established investment firms that make use of AI and quant and are full of expensive technologies. With such extensive capabilities, we license Braino WealthTech modules to financial institutions. We offer Braino as personal investment coach for individuals and professionals, and we are setting up our first investment fund. We bootstrap till now, and we have license fee recurring revenues from street financial institutions that are using Braino WealthTech modules to invest better and to enhance services for their professional and retail users. In the last year, they have used Brainos analysis and strategies more than 11 million times. The asset and wealth management is a very big and growing market, reaching 145 US dollar trillions by 2025. Starting from Italy, Switzerland, and UK, we consider to reach a market share of 2.8 billion euros. We plan to collect asset under management from institutionals and individuals as well, reaching 73 million euros in revenues by 2025. Of course, we are not considering Braino track records. Performance fees must bring revenues and gross profit over 100 million euros. To increase team, enhance operations, and launch our investment management business, we are opening a funding round. We are glad to meet everyone who wants to invest with a great impact purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Giulio Masucci. We are WAVENURE. Invest in intelligence, invest in WAVENURE. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And inviting to the stage, Giulio Masucci. Jury, you have 2 minutes for your questions. Yeah, sure. We can't hear you.
Enter the market, and since then, how big revenues will generate?
We start to selling our licenses to financial institutions. During the development of our world project, the modules that bring our entire solutions solve some problems in financial institutions, and they help them to enrich services and also to address better decisions for professionals. So this was our first step in revenues, and also help us to finance our project. This financial institution give us so far 1,800,000 euros in license fee revenues.
What is the success rate of your AI algorithm?
In trading strategies, 78% is the average of the last quarter. In the last 5 years, it's always over 70%. With a great average profit per trade, I'm speaking about 100,000 of trading strategies on 62 equity markets. So a huge number and a very robust statistics. The average profit per each trade is around 14% now. Also in COVID scenario, our AI investment coach react very well, containing the number of trades, invert its approach also in short selling, and so close the harder period with a 1% of profit. It's not a lot, but compared to the industry, a great success, I think.
Okay, thank you, Giulio. And the last one, yes, thank you. And the last one, inviting the pitch of Neosound Intelligence.
This is Martin, a call center manager at an insurance company. He manages a team of 12 call center agents. For quality control, he listens to 15 hours of call recordings each week. He spends half a day listening just to find out that there was nothing interesting in any call. That is boring and exhausting exercise. Now imagine Martin could immediately jump to the interesting moment in a conversation, when the customer began to curse, when the agent cannot reply questions, when the deal is closed or when the deal is lost. In the same half a day, Martin could have had 30 relevant insights instead of 0. That's what Neosound delivers, the exact point in time where calls are relevant, heated, or on edge. For all the calls, not just 1% of them that Martin can listen to manually. For him, this is a game changer. He has confidence that he can easily find the recording, listening, and act on it. He will never miss the compliance risks that will cost company millions. Martin knows where improvements are required, where critical situations await, and where the agents are actually doing a great job. 30 million phone calls are conducted daily by call centers in Europe. To understand how much it is, imagine if these calls were sent to your mailbox on your phone, it would take you like 170 years to listen to all of them. Many calls are recorded, but the contents of them are still a black box for the companies because no one can listen to and review so many years of recorded messages every day. Quality managers like Martin spend more than a third of their time on listening to the calls for quality assurance, and yet they still only have time to listen to 1% of the calls. The rest of calls are never get analyzed, and they contain valuable information that, if captured, would lead to, on average, 30% increase in sales and customer satisfaction, 25% rise in customer retention, increased compliance, reducing the risk of litigations that cost company millions and harm brand reputations. That's a potential for European market of 69 billion euros each year. Neosound lets you capture that value. I am Dennis, the CEO and co-founder of Neosound Intelligence. I am joined by my colleague Andrew, an expert in machine learning, and together we've developed a SaaS infrastructure that sits on top of all recorded calls. It provides speech analytics for call centers to tackle the aforementioned issues. There are 4 million call centers in place in Europe, and we've already worked in Germany, the Netherlands, Italy, the Baltics. Dear jury member, join us as a business partner to make communication between companies and consumers better, and let's scale the innovation in Europe and globally. That was Dennis and Neosound Intelligence. Thank you.
Thank you. And inviting to the stage Denis Ardebatsky to answer the questions.
Hi, Dennis. One question from my side. In the questionnaires that you filled before the battle, I guess, it was mentioned that during the year you conducted around 5 pilots and 2 of them converted into customers. Can you, give us a little bit clarity why the rest of 3 did not?
Well, the answer is easy. So we're living in challenging times, and a lot of companies are changing priorities, like on fly, and also because of COVID, I think. And I would say it is not even the final decision. That means that we are waiting for the decision, so they can postpone their decisions. This is the major reason. Thank you.
Thanks.
Any other questions?
Yeah, when it comes to your go-to-market strategy, what are your plans? Where is your focus?
That's a good question. During our journey, we experimented a lot. We did direct sales. We were approaching call center companies in the Netherlands. Then we started approaching big corporations like insurance companies. So now, after the search of the most successful competitors, we are looking closely to software companies to complement their solutions. It can be like call center software company, it can be CRM, any product. And right now we are working with 2 big well-funded companies doing add-on for them. And that means their customers in the end will convert in our customers. Of course, not all of them, but that makes our sales easier. And this is the strategy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dennis. These were all the 10 startups within the FinTech track. And before we move on, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to the jury, to the wonderful people who were here asking the questions and actually challenging the startups themselves. Yes, thank you so much for being here, for being a part of TechChill.